What we have here, blessing. Will it run? Will it drive? Will it drive to Atlanta?
Before proceeding, release the...
No! We're supposed to get tires today. How he even drove to his place, and to begin with, I don't know. I mean, other than God's grace, and we're favored and we're blessed. Highly. You should zoom it in right there. Our brakes are still a little bit soft. Berryman's. We've had a couple attacks. Just puking oil from around the oil filter. We just say mistakes have been made. Rule number 3, film everything. So there's our what was residing in our battery box. And yeah, good times, critters. I thought we had the right battery for this. However, these don't quite line up. So we're gonna do what we can to get this old girl right. Okay, so she fits. So that's good. So what we have here is an absolute blessing. Special shout out to Ron, rest in peace, my buddy. Without him, we would have never got our hands on this truck. So this would be our, will it run, will it drive to Atlanta? I think it will. I mean, I got plenty of faith. It's got tires, it's got mirrors. Now it's got a battery. It's about a 2000. And she's just getting warmed up at, what do we got here? 195, 450. So yeah, we'll turn that into 197, 198 here soon. Yeah, we're super blessed. I got a extra overdrive button, which is nice. Well, because of this, so I don't know. Other than that, I mean, this thing, she's a good old truck. She's got a jump seat. All right, so we've made some runs in this. This thing was pretty full of a lot of stuff when we first got it, but it's been sitting here for a little while. And got some stuff to take out before we can do some moving. Anybody looking for a Robinair old school refrigerant recovery system, or maybe some of these crazy clamps? If you know what those go to, please let me know. Bits and pieces to an old alignment machine. Pegboard with some random keys on it and some moving blankets. So we'll use the moving blankets. We're gonna get this thing all cleaned out, get it ready, getting some tires on it, changing the oil. Most importantly, it has a hitch. Let's see how our old buddy Earl is doing. Well, exactly as much as you'd like to see on that. Yeah, but a little dark, so we're gonna go ahead and change that. And this is, unfortunately, it is not a 7.3. This is, if I remember right, this is a 5.4 liter. 465, 468 belt drive. Use only 5W30. Let's take a look at the transmission. Oh yeah, hooray for fleet maintenance. It's the right color. Now it is on a hill, and we definitely have to check the mounts once we get her fired up. As you can see, we have the, hey, wipers work. Probably turn those off. Right there. Radio works. You guys hear that? Do it again. Oh, dang it, our jump pack switched off. Before proceeding, yeah, this one talks to you. It's like an 80s Nissan. Before proceeding.
Before proceeding.
Come on, dude.
Before proceeding.
No.
Before proceeding, release the parking brake.
Oh, no. We're supposed to get tires today. Come on, critters, really? Well, of course we miss all the good stuff. We're gonna drive around the parking lot a little bit, work these brakes. Come on! So I'm gonna tell you all about how we got here. So our buddy, Ron, he was such a blessing to me and my family. I bought a rollback tow truck from him years ago. And he gave me a sweetheart deal on it, and it turned out to fight me every inch of the way to get into where it needed to go. But he's the guy that ended up getting me connected with an organization that people donate cars to. And it turned into a huge blessing. And I'd keep in touch with him over the years. And then he was mowing his yard one day, and he passed away. And it's a really sad situation. They had an old shop out, a really old shop that like I don't even think it had a bathroom in it. But he had a bunch of cars, and he reminded me of Marty McFly's dad off of Back to the Future. Clean cut, always clean cut, put together, good looking uniform, just a great guy to be around, great example. Always had words of wisdom. He'd always ask me, what are you doing with all these cars? Why are you fighting this fight with the county and all this stuff? And he'd give me all kinds of wisdom. Love him, and his son Josh has been awesome too. After he passed, his son Josh says, hey, I got these Uhauls. You want to just come get them? They're in the way. Sure, I'll come get them. So went up, and one of them was really not in driving condition. It had flat tires, and the cool thing was it was a 460 F350 OBS Uhaul. So look forward to that in the future. This E350, it's about a 2000 van, 5.4, 2-valve. Checked the tires. Tires were holding there. Put the jump pack on it. Started right up and drove it 20-something miles to my buddy's shop. Let me park it at his place while we got the paperwork right on it. And I went to go take it to the car wash up the street from him one day, and some people pulled out in front of me, and I jammed on the brakes, and there went my brakes, popped the brake line that goes to the back brakes. How it even drove to his place, and to begin with, I don't know. Other than God's grace, and we're favored and we're blessed highly. Did a little maintenance to it for me, put some brake lines on it, and got it to a position where it could drive, so we drove it up here. It was absolutely full of stuff. One of our church members, she says, I'm moving to Atlanta, and the church says, well, we're gonna take care of it. Some of the other deacons, they jumped in and they said, yeah, we'll help with the move, and we need somebody to drive. Then we're gonna get a U-Haul, and they were figuring out the logistics of it, and I said, well, I got a U-Haul. I said, it needs tires. It desperately needs tires. I'm sure it needs an oil change. We've got the right paperwork for it. All we need to do is put some plates on it, put some tires on it. I'd be willing to drive down there with one of our other deacons, but I won't be able to help load it. So they're going to load it. I'm going to go to the car show while they load it, and then we're going to drive down to Atlanta on Monday, and we'll be back Wednesday maybe. Driving in circles, burning the fuel out of this thing, waiting for the tires to show up, and we'll get back to you in a few.
Truck rolling past the sun. Terry says Kentucky's calling, we got work to get done. A dishwasher waits, shining in chrome, but that old Galaxy grown won't leave it alone. Dishwasher blues, dishwasher blues, fixing up a car, got mud on our shoes. We're lost on the back roads, chasing the clues. Kentucky can wait. It's the dishwasher blues.
So there we were. I would say that it was an undisclosed location, but I'll disclose it. Yeah, buddy. You zoom it in right there. So we're on our mission, and we are being a blessing, getting some good food. So far, so good. She's running very well. Pay no attention to that block under the tire. We'll address that later. And pay no attention to the fact that it's still running right now instead of us turning it off. We'll go into details on that as well. Click them.
Pulled off by a barn, tools scattered in the grass. Terry's cursing, laughing, wiping grease off the glass. The 68's heart ain't beating right, so we tinker and talk till the moon grabs the night. Oh, where's that man? Oh, where's the time? This road's got secrets, and they're stealing mine. It's the dishwasher blues. Oh, stars above, a jukebox sky, cicadas sing. We wonder why we're still out here, no closer to clean, but the stories we're making, man, they're supreme.
So there we were. Check this guy out. Ooh, brand new. And of course I didn't film anything, but here we are at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And you'll see that we have an empty trailer. We have a empty truck as well. Replaced the taillight. Our brakes are still a little bit soft, so ta-da.
Going for Jesus today.
There you go. Hey, say hi to YouTube.
Hello, brother.
This is Jason. He's awesome. Me and him, we came down here. We a part of some blessings, and now we're continuing the adventure. Oh no! We're gonna throw some of this in the tank. See if I can do this one-handed with a pinky. Yeah. Bagel, 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 bagel. Berryman's. So the best we know is that this truck sat for, well, we got it in probably 2023. And I know it sat since then. I had some brakes, some brake lines put on it. And we figured we would just drive it from St. Louis to Atlanta. So here we are in Atlanta. We've had a couple attacks. Hook the trailer up and it won't come off unless we're at a really big angle. And it was thundering and lightning. And about that time we figured out that park wasn't engaging. So it'll start in neutral, but it won't start in park because park isn't engaging. So imagine it needs a adjustment of the transmission cable, maybe some column work, I don't know. What else? What other problems did we have? We had oil. We had an oil problem. We had come out from the hotel this morning and started it up, and it was just puking oil from around the oil filter. That was fun. And the mating surface where the oil filter meets the connector, whatever you want to call it, had a little bit of a bend in it. So bent that out a little bit, tightened it up tighter, and blessings be had. So yeah, our adventure continues on. We're in Atlanta. I think we're gonna go to the Varsity, and if we can wait around for 4 hours, we're gonna see Chip from No Garage. I don't know if we're gonna be able to wait around that long, or what's gonna happen. We plan nothing and fly by the seat of our pants. Be blessed. God bless you, and pray for us, because we can always use prayers. So then we found ourselves at the one and only Harbor Freight, working on bleeding some brakes out a little bit, and we had success. We'll just call it success. As you can see, now we have an empty truck. We got our new headlight, we got our new taillight, and everything's going good. We were just cut off by a state senator of Georgia. Whoever SS51C is, he's a hell of a guy. Hats off to this guy. Maybe he'll do it again. Oh, we have to go around. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, I did find way too much enjoyment out of that one. That's okay, because we won. farseeing. Driving this downtown Atlanta has been super fun with the trailer behind us. There we were.
This tag's expired May of 24.
Stuck on Georgia Tech's campus in the middle of downtown Atlanta. And it's a good thing I have a full stomach because I've already lost all patience. We just say mistakes have been made. Patience is a virtue which I desire to possess.
Got a deacon losing his patience over here.
The adventure continues. We made it out of downtown and now we are at the 57th Fighter Wing restaurant on the edge of Atlanta. We're about to meet up with somebody. This guy pulling up. So, look who we met. Chip and Jenny came to see us all the way in Atlanta just because they're such good people. And
The only reason we came back.
and they brought us merch too. So if you're not subscribed to Chip at No Garage Garage, get on over there, check him out, and go get some of that merch. Because this merch, you gotta see this merch. This merch, this No Garage Garage merch. Well, I'll show you the back, but you see this hat? Yeah. We got some stickers over there too, so go check him out and go get some merch. Oh, there we were, deciding to film interviews about Chip and Poverty Tour and Duct Tape Drags and Poverty Tour 26, and we decided to do it right next to an airport. Enjoy, if you're a plane nerd, enjoy the planes. Hey, you remember that time we was doing interviews by the airport?
There's a tale about a guy named Jim, almost locked away, but he never gave in. With a vision in his mind, he started to plot a Frankenstein ride, a real one-of-a-kind shot. Oh, rusty plow laid down with care on a Corolla chassis, it was wild and rare. Duct tape and screws, all he could afford. In just 1 week, a legend was born. K-Roller, take me down the road from St. Louis to Tucson, let the good times unfold. K-Roller, ain't got much to show, but 30 miles a gallon, it's the only way to go. An inmate on the bus, dreaming of a drag, thought of that plow truck never made him lag. The Chevy plow was faded, nothing left to give, but this Frankenstein creation's how Jim would live. He hit the gas, feeling that freedom rush. A K-10 and Corolla in the duct tape truck, rolling down the highway with a heart full of pride. On a poverty tour, it's where dreams collide. K-Roller, take me down the road from St. Louis to Tucson, let the good times unfold. K-Roller, ain't got much to show, but 30
right, guys. Everything is going awesome. We made it through Chattanooga without incident. Atlanta was a bear to get out of. 4 o'clock on 285 to 75. So if you know Atlanta, that was wonderful. We made it through Chattanooga. We made it through Nashville. We are now in Clarksville, and we are eating all the burgers. So we've eaten Steak and Shake, In-N-Out, Varsity, and now Whataburger. If you got a better lineup of burgers, leave them in the comments, because I don't think you do. You're not going to eat that many good burgers in 2 days unless you're doing those 4. But if you got better ones, let me know, because I'm all about a good bacon cheeseburger. So everything's going good. We have an empty trailer, unfortunately, and a truck that can't be put in park still. But we had a great time with No Garage. Got the merch. Get you some No Garage merch. I'm telling you. These the hats, they're comfy. This shirt is super comfy. And there's that. And I'll show you the back later on. So good Lord willing, we'll get back to St. Louis about 12 o'clock tonight. Storage locker clean outs are coming. And what a blessing those. You guys won't even believe the blessing that those are. I don't even know what's in them yet, but I like car parts, so it's going to be awesome.
A twisted metal dream held together tight. Through the dust and the grit, they danced in the night. Jim found his freedom in every little mile. With his K-roller running, he was living in style. K-roller, take me down the road from St. Louis to Tucson. Let the good times unfold. K-roller, ain't got much to show, but 30 miles a gallon is the only way. Let the good times unfold. The only way to go.
Don't look back at it when you're walking away from it. You're doing it wrong.